Top sports where the takes don't miss. The prof with the stats,
the champ with the fist.
War to bring in fire, cowboy, tie, riding bold. Bulls calling bets, watch the stories unfold.
Oh!
And it's truly eyebrows
Running the show.
It's top sports, baby. Let's get it, let's go.
Good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of High Top Sports. It's the day. It feels, it seems, it smells like it, boys and girls. Graham Hall just tweeted. The nail in the coffin, if you will. I'll read it so I don't butcher it here, and then we'll get rocking and rolling here. Florida's coaching staff has a meeting at 1 p.m. Multiple sources tell Swamp 247 coaches have started arriving at the facility. This was 20 minutes ago. Coaches don't meet on Sunday, boys, unless something massive is happening. So we're going to talk about people. Hey, why is he not fired? Look, church is in the morning. They're not going to be doing all that stuff before church. They got to let church get through, and then they get rocking and rolling, and then here we are. Look, we're going to go over a lot today, all right? We got Cody the Prof in here. I think he's recovering. He's doing well. Feliz Navidad, all the good stuff here, boys and girls. We're going to talk about the game a little bit. We don't have the meeting set till 1 p.m., so we're planning on being live and possibly react and doing all kinds of things. So hanging out with us, drop a like, smash all the good stuff. We surpassed 27,000 subs today, which is absolutely incredible. But let's get into it. Cody, how you feeling? Feliz Navidad. The show goes on.
Show goes on, baby. You know, I'm a little upset with the chat right away. Just sleeping? Laying in bed in a tub somewhere? Like, I ain't got
all
that
of a sudden
dog
he's
in
a
me?
lunch pail guy again? Well, we didn't know after yesterday and how you were treating Alfonso Allen. You know, we thought you kind of lost your touch a little bit, you know? We were worried. Cody calls me this morning. He's like, I hate you. We are never doing that again. I go, we are doubling down on that again is what we're doing. No. Great time. Yesterday we had a fun time. It was good times, even though there was the lid almost, the gasket almost blew off. If we were gonna lose that game, I would have lost it. I'm not gonna be honest with you, but I'm gonna be honest with you. It was touch and go there for a minute for sure. All right. So a couple of things we need to unpack here before we get to the game. We're gonna kind of talk a little Billy drama, then we'll go over the game because we've got about 40 minutes or so, I believe, until it's officially official. Right? There's still that weird feeling that things can happen. I got a couple of phone calls yesterday from people that I trust mightily. One of them is a booster. Now again, they're not in the upper echelon. They were not in the meeting type of booster, but very, very well connected, and they rarely call me with news. All right, calls me, goes, "Hey, it's happening tomorrow. Jaluk's going to be the guy." He goes, unless something outrageous in the next 16 hours happens, that is going to be the layout. Now, we put that on our Discord. Everyone on our Discord knew about it very quickly because that's what we heard. And then I think around midnight in the On3 forum, and typically we don't like to go, talk about behind the message board, but I feel like this is special situation here. We're going to talk about it. Zach Alberverdi, which was really like, and I was talking to my buddy about this, like, look, when obviously we talk, there's a lot of sources, a lot of people that are connected, and we have conversations in our Discord. And there's things that we don't talk about because I don't want my hands on certain things just because it's so fluid. We know that. We've learned that. And so I usually wait till the On3 guys, they kind of say what we're hearing too, because then there's just more people confirming, because they're not going to put their name on something without some true, validiness behind it. And so Zach Alberverdi put out a thing saying, hey, my expectations. Now, he didn't full out say it. It's on a board, which obviously there's still levels. He didn't write an article, but his expectations were that it would happen today, that Jaluk would be taking over. So that was confirming two things, right? That we had already known, that Callaway would be calling the plays, a couple other things I don't recall what it was. But it was just kind of like going down the line of like what to expect in the next 24 hours. And again, it was just confirming what we were hearing. When you can pull information from over here and then you get it over here and they're aligned, that's one hell of a great telephone game that we're playing, and all of it's coming together as a true. All while this is happening, FSU loses to Stanford. I mean, you just really can't ask for a better Saturday for the boys. I mean,
Cowboys high in shambles.
Shambles. Yeah, I couldn't even pick on them because it's just bad right now. It's bad for the kid for sure.
It's tough to be beat by at least at least if you got a cool mascot, like you got beat by the Tigers, you got beat by, you
got
got beat by the
a tree,
Gators.
Cody.
You got beat by a fucking Feliz
Easy,
Navidad
easy.
Christmas
What are
tree.
we? Easy,
Oh,
easy.
ooh,
The
easy.
floater's
Sorry.
kicking in already. My goodness.
Woo!
Oh my gosh. Oh.
Hey, hey, it's like in Independence Day. I'm back.
Oh. All right, man. Let's see. We're
Smoker
gonna
will
keep the
be-
Twitter
yeah,
birds
Smoker-
fresh. Rock and roll. Here's,
Smoker
I got
will
a
be
couple
fired
bones
up
to
today.
pick. I got a couple things that I'm frustrated, that I'm annoyed with, right? That I want to get off my chest while we wait for this presser or for what have you. 1 minute ago, 12:21. Graham Hall just tweeted that Billy Napier has arrived to the football facility. This is crazy. I've never lived to something like this. I've never been like this close to the sun before. This is kind of crazy to go. Look, I want to make this point clear, okay?
Is this our first hire?
Well, we were here. We started when Napier. We started when Mullen was still in session. So I was here for the Napier hire. But was I know what did I know what I was doing? No. Do I know what I'm doing now? No. So I don't know what's changed. Probably nothing. I'm just a little older, and that's about it. But I want to make this clear. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna celebrate if things go the way that we think they're gonna go. But at the same time, I want to like put some respect on Napier. Like nothing but love for that guy as a human. I genuinely wish him nothing but the best. Obviously we've supported this man through and through. We've had tomatoes thrown at us for the amount of support that we have. When people are like, oh, I can already see it. Like, oh, you guys are, how are you celebrating? The guy's getting $20 million. He had more than enough opportunities. Like, this is part of this is the name of the game. This is the life. I feel bad for the kids because you could kind of really see they really love Napier, and I think they do. I think that of all the last firings that we've had, that we've gone through, the Muschamp I think probably was similar. It's a long time ago. I don't remember it. I wasn't as close to the sun then. The McElwain and Mullen era was kind of like good riddance. Like it was a healthy, like a good breakup where you're like, yeah, screw that guy. I think we feel that way in the sense of like we're tired of losing. We're that mad about it. Like if we would have lost yesterday, I think it could have been uglier. But it's still ugly.
We
It's not
tried.
gonna huh?
We tried to lose.
We tried. We did try to lose. But I do want to. I have some complaints, bro. We have ESPN. Someone needs to be fired over there. The coverage is just continuously to be more and more atrocious. And this is a second time now. This is Alex Shepard, our guy. The guy is a wizard. Please go follow this man on the bird to get his camera shots. I don't know how he does it. The guy flies around the football field like he's on a saucer because he just gets every angle. It's unbelievable. He posted, I can't remember what game it was, but it was a very similar situation where they called it incomplete and he snapped it once again and was like, I saw it just fine. Guy never dropped it. We're watching the replay of the Hayden Hansen touchdown catch on a 480 iPhone 3. Like, I was like, what are we doing here? And you couldn't see enough to overturn it because the back judge, who is behind Hayden, mind you, calls it incomplete. So then the play on the field is incomplete. So then that's what calls it to, it has to be, clear to overturn it. And he takes a phenomenal snap. That's the first thing. Go ahead.
It was so pixelated, the moon landing was clear.
Yeah, it was bad, bro. And the other thing that I was irritated with, the announcers are just awful. Like, and it's a tough job. I'm not a guy to really kind of pick and prod when people are doing their job. But when this man, David Neal and Fozzie Whittaker, come on the mic and go, we spoke with Strickland. There was no booster meeting. You have to understand your power that you have. But the fact of the matter is that there was multiple sources saying that there was a booster meeting, right, with multiple boosters. Then it changed to where it was just one booster, which was confirmed from Strickland, okay? I can get how there can be details, be misconfused, whether there's 3, 2, 1 people in there. But for you to come out and say that there wasn't a booster meeting, like if Strickland genuinely told you that, we've got major issues. If you're just trying to be cool, there's however you want to look at it, there's major issues across the board with how it was being handled. Like I usually put it on mute, but just some of the things that were being said are just for like 2 years they kept saying Rob Sale was the offensive coordinator. Like these cats ain't got a clue, bro. You got one game to prep for all week. I was irritated, man. I was beyond frustrated when that comment sent me through the Richter, because there's Gator fans that aren't like they're just listening and they hear that and they go, I knew it. Like, come on, bro. You're not a reporter. These guys that are out here putting their name on the line, that are actually investigating, doing this process before they put an article out there, and then you just think you can hop on this mic and just trash this. That should have me fired up. That had me fired up.
What about the no replays?
The no replays? I don't know what is going on, but I don't know if ESPN
is just zoom into Dallas Wilson, talk about how great of a player he is. Like,
I don't
dude,
know.
I love Dallas Wilson. I love the cat. I don't need my 32-inch curve monitor just blown up with Dallas Wilson. I love the guy, but I don't need it. I mean, it was so zoomed in. It was like a cropped, like they cropped his helmet out of it sometimes because it was just so like who's running the camera? Is there a guy on the switchboard? What was I accidentally doing it with my buttons? Was it my fault?
I don't know if they're just short staffed because they've overloaded their, trying to
fired everybody.
Yeah, and you feel it. You feel it. And again, I'm just tired of. Listen, put some respect on the logo, dude. We're on ESPN, like SEC Network. Yeah. I kind of get it. If we're on the CW, I get it. Like I understand what I'm tuning into. But yeah, we'll see.
Fox CBS is so much better. Light years better.
Fox is incredible. Yeah, Fox is incredible.
You don't have this on the NFL games.
We're going to keep our Twitter refreshing here constantly. What do you think happens if Nape drops or if Strickland drops a bombshell? And extended it.
Well, I don't think it'd be very good. I think that you would call that not reading the room, which they're certainly very good at that, just not reading the room. You just can't, dude. Like the whole stadium is screaming "Fire Billy." That you could obviously pick it up in the audio of the TV.
It's ugly. Flip Clip says, as long as a longtime Gator fan, we have trust issues. You will know when we're back. We have trust issues. You will know when we're back. I don't know what he's saying there, but I think he's trying to say that we probably are a little concerned here. Let's read some super chats while we sit here and wait. I want to talk about the defense here in just a minute. $2, Cody. You had me crying last night. Snow bunnies. Oh, we got to show the shirt. We got to show the ugly sweater. I was thinking about doing ugly sweaters for all of us, anyways, and I was like, well, I guess Cody's the first one to break it in. I was like, man, how are we gonna do each one's ugly sweater? Like this is gonna be funny, and we all wear our ugly sweaters like through the week, December. And I was like, man, Cody's already on the ball here. I'll pull it up right now. It's I honestly don't know if I even want my own. I might just wear this one.
I hope it's the best selling piece of merch that we've ever had. Yes. We've
got multiple colors. We got green, a couple of different shades of green, a couple of different shades of red. All right, so it's on the store now. It's on the store now. $5 from T-Dub. Morning, FS who, y'all. You lost. LOL. Morning, fellas. Love y'all. High top stays hot. Let the new era begin. Amen. Love y'all. Man, I love it too, Bubba. It feels like we can have some good time here. $2. I'm here to teach Cody Spanish or some drunkenese. Gator Recon. I love it.
I think it was just because I was just so like, oh yeah, it's Feliz Navidad.
Yeah, I don't know if you try to explain what you were thinking. They said Russ Callaway was the OC yesterday. Yeah, that's on the well, again, yeah. He is the titled OC,
technically titled,
right? But they've got to understand, like Billy has made it very clear that look, it says I'm buying that. Yeah. AR. Guys, you think me and Cody over here drawing up graphics? Like, come on. Yeah. What are we doing?
It wouldn't look like that.
Were you in the Discord after the fact? Going wild? I'm hearing about these stories.
Not wild.
But were you on a voice chat or what were you doing?
Yeah, I was hanging out with the boys.
Oh my God. Thank goodness it was in the voice chat. I didn't even know. I was wondering where you were when I was texting you. That's incredible. That's incredible. Cody, a national treasure.
That's why you got to become a member.
Yeah, for those reasons only. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Let's give some flowers here while we wait till this 1 p.m. meeting here. We got some time, so we're gonna we wanted to hang out and be here for whatever happens. We wanted to be prepared. So, look, this defense was shorthanded last night. Kermani McClain goes down. He was, I think, a game time decision. He ultimately didn't play in the entire game. Devin Moore goes down. We know that Aaron Gates is out. Deshaun Johnson's out. We are as thin as it could get. It was so thin that we are playing a walk-on lunch pail guy, Heisman winning type of player, Alfonso Allen Jr. And we were so depleted at secondary that we were playing true freshmen. And by golly, did they step up in a big way. Did they get beat a couple of times? But man, this just shows to you what Ron Roberts is a wizard. Is a wizard. Absolute wizard. Javari Flowers, overall defense, 78.5. The highest rated defensive player with 74 total snaps. Guy played a ton, played the whole game basically. Bryce Thornton played great at high safety. Great. I mean, phenomenal job. Big touchdown breakup during the game. 77.9. Brian Taylor Jr., defensive lineman, has been playing out of his mind. 77.5. Miles Graham, we know the unit that man is. 73.8. Michael Caraway Jr., the transfer, came in. He had to step up. I think fifth-year senior, 72.6. Lagonza Hayward got burned a couple of times, but really found his rhythm. Number 2 out there. Loved his aura and his swagger he had going on. Aaron Child, 71. Micah Barora, 71.0. And then, of course, your boy, Alfonso, the top 10 rated defensive player on the football field with a 70.9. Love it. Jamar Grimsley had 49.2. He got burned a ton. And look, Tyreek Sapp had a 52.8, and as so did Gums. I really felt like they were very lethargic last night. I don't know what was going on with the edge play, but it was not something to write home about, and that's something hopefully we can get figured out. But
definitely some holding by the tackle on Woods. I mean, they couldn't obviously didn't get called. The officiating was I mean, it was terrible. It was terrible.
It was atrocious. Yeah, the edge play was very mid. Mid might be even too complimentary because Gums, Woods, and Sapp were 60.6, 50.8, 58.0, and 52.8. And then Kofi was 50.5. So all of our edge rushers were just not it last night. But look, we got the W, pulled it out. But I was very happy with how those youngins stepped up and did their job. We seem to get really good talent and they'll play great early on, and then as they get older, things start to fall away. The other thing I remember now, I also heard from another source, and this source, this is an important source. I don't want to put their name out there, but they were saying that Lane is number 1. Now, that may not seem kind of groundbreaking to a lot of people, but Lane, although we have always had Lane on our list, Lane was not the favorable for a lot of people. That was the other things that Zach Aberfurdy said, that he feels that Lane was the number 1 option, and that we would be going to hiring a firm to be hiring the next coach, which I think is what makes that Lane slide into number 1, which is very promising. Because again, I want you to all to be clear. When we were talking about lists before, I kept saying like this is more of like a wish list. We have to understand these things, and even still, it's a wish list. But now it sounds like there seems to be some cohesion on, hey, we all have the same type of agenda, and I wonder if we obviously heard the noise with the Ole Miss stuff and been trying to extend Lane. Could have there been some alignment happening there, right? I don't know. There could be a couple firings today too. Norvell might be out of a job as well.
I was about to say that. Yeah, you got what's the list?
For
Fickle?
firing, Hugh Freeze.
Yeah,
Fickle got blown out. Hugh Freeze gets Norvell gets an embarrassing loss, and Brian Kelly's right there too. So it could be a whirlwind of a day.
Brian Kelly is going to be an end of year fire, I think, because of the money.
It should be.
And as a Florida fan, I don't want LSU. I'm hoping they hold on to Brian Kelly one more year because I don't want LSU shopping for coaches the same time that we're shopping for coaches. This is going to sound wild. Might be a crazy take. Jimbo Fisher to LSU, watch for it.
I don't hate it.
They wanted him so bad last time. Jimbo Fisher to LSU is probably going to happen.
I'm checking Twitter here.
Yeah, Wisconsin didn't score a point yesterday.
Tough.
I mean, they got clapped.
Tough.
And he's supposed to be, Luke Fickell's supposed to be this,
he was a good hire, bro. He was a good hire.
I mean, I just don't understand what happened. It just doesn't make sense.
Not
Like
sure.
you win at Cincinnati with less talent. You go to Wisconsin with great running backs, offensive line, and you just can't figure out the offense. Like you can't get the offense going. Shoot, they had top 15 defenses the last couple of years. Like the defense has been solid, not this year, but when they had Jim Leonard.
Keep this kept up. So just for people that are joining us, what we're kind of monitoring here, we're talking about the game a little bit last night, following things along. Here's the thing: what frustrated me last night too, man. This Mississippi State team was ass, and I don't know what that says about us, but this game was so ugly. It just, I felt like both teams were trying to lose. It was the weirdest thing ever. The weirdest thing ever. I wanted to look at the offense. I pulled it up here while we were chit chatting there. DJ Lagway 68.5. Dallas Wilson has been in the mid 60s since that first game, and I don't know if they just figured it out or what's happened, but again, PFF isn't. We've seen Dallas. He hasn't really had that big explosive like he did week one, which is kind of par for the course. People adjust. Jake Slaughter, Barber, Damian George. The line played much better. I mean, what Jaden Ball had well over 100 yards. I can't remember his exact number that he had. He had a 70.3. He played. He was Jaden Ball-esque like, right? And even I think
in the first half.
KJ Ford, a current big time recruit. Corey Bennett wrote an article. It was like, hey, are you choosing to dip out? And he goes, it depends on who the next head coach is. And I think that speaks a lot to, if you get Lane, this class stays intact. I think this roster stays intact. And that's what you have to look at, right? I think that's what's important. If you're Florida football, if you're the AA, we can all agree and come together that Napier's done a good job of putting a talented roster together. Has done a good job of flipping the culture, those things. Some may argue that the culture's ass from certain examples. I'm not here to get knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone with you. But we can all agree that the talent is there. I think there's still areas of improvement. Let's not get it twisted. I think there's the trenches on the O-line side can be greatly improved. And I think there can be some more development areas that can be improved on as well. My point of it is that they've recruited well enough. They've got a great establishment in NIL, and they have a nice placeholder for somebody to come in and kind of run with it. And you don't want to burn that. You don't want all, and that's why I think a lot of like where Strickland were like, I don't want to get rid of this momentum. You don't have to. You live in a beautiful world where you have this beautiful coach that fits the scope perfectly. Will you lose a player or two of big time status? Yes, but that's what's great about Lane is that he is able to go and replace that tenfold very quickly with a snap of a finger. And again, I think this is what we've talked about before. When you hear kids say, I'm committed to Florida, and if a certain coach comes here, I'm rocking and rolling. This is what we've been talking about this whole time. You put Lane in this atmosphere, in this world, the thing's going to catch on fire. Listen, I know Ole Miss, it's gotten sexier, it's gotten better, all because of Lane. But once Lane leaves, Ole Miss loses the aura.
Yep.
Florida is trying to burn the aura with some of the nonsense they've made, but the fan base is just so erratic and so phenomenal that the aura is just maintained. And if you can catch some wind right now, by golly, boys, you better buckle up and sit tight and get back because it's going to get nasty. It's going to get nasty. Nasty in a good kind of way.
I don't understand why people think that the Ole Miss job comparative to the Florida job isn't a big upgrade because we've talked about it before, guys. You got to understand, in the state of Mississippi, there's contractual things that the school can't go past. You can only give them a contract for 4 years, and the buyout's always super small. Can they front load it and boosters give them some money? Yeah, but you don't want to do that. You're dipping into your football fund, and I think that the University of Ole Miss is a better job than the University of Florida anytime at any era is just kind of a wild thing to say.
While we're on the topic, this is an interesting point of view. I got a buddy who was talking to me about this, and we were going back and forth on it because obviously, as we know, Napier was being booed and being fired Napier as he ran off the field after a win. Like Gators win, and your coach is being fired Napier. Right? There's people that are saying this fan base is gross. This is trashy. What have you? I want to get the chat's fit opinion on this. I mean, I think a lot of us are in the same boat, right? We're all kind of here at the same time. I have an opinion on it. I'll give it. I'll let you go first, though, Cody.
If you think I think it's trashy, no.
Do you think it's trashy? Do you think it's warranted? Do you think it's that big of a deal?
Oh, it's definitely warranted. We gave you everything. We gave you the keys to the kingdom. We gave you the biggest staff in the SEC. We gave you millions and millions and millions of dollars. And it's not that Billy Napier couldn't win. He just couldn't get out of his own way. All he had to do is go hire an offensive coordinator 2 years ago, and we're not even talking about this. But again, pridefulness. It bites you in the butt every time. And he never looked in for as much self-evaluation and looking at self-film and looking in the mirror. You missed. All you had to do is go get the cat from Vegas last year. Go. Just at least listen, the play calling's not working. We saw it last night. And it's the same stuff. We're down there, right? We're in the red zone. It's 4th and 2. And it ends up being 4th and 30 because of penalties. And we got to kick a 50-yarder. That's the synopsis. That is Billy Napier's tenure. That drive right there. The fake quarterback or the quarterback draw, everything is the absolute synopsis of Billy Napier's tenure at the University of Florida. There's some great
is it
stuff.
Trashy to say fire Billy and boo him as he's marching off the field after a win? What is your take on that?
No. Why is it? Why is it?
Asking.
I mean, you've put us through. Listen, when you go through a divorce, when you're pissed off, you say some stuff that you probably will regret later, but it's I know it's out of hatred, but it's true.
I think that's kind of a good way to look at it. So Milo says fire him today is not trashy. You got to be dumb to have that take. Nobody said that, first of all. I think sometimes you guys don't hear what we say. It was more about, again, how the fans, they're a handful. Look, how I look at it is, I said it the other day, I described our fan base as pit bulls. And we're emotional. The reason why you love this fan base and why you in Florida football is what it is because of our chaoticness, our how insane we can be, and how much passion and love we have. And I think you nailed it on the head. It's like when you have a divorce, when you get frustrated, when you get upset, you do and say things that you normally wouldn't do. And so I'm not going to sit here and call my fan base trashy because they are at a game that was just, they felt like they just got punched in the mouth and it was an ugly win and felt their need to express their frustration. I mean, we had 90,000 chanting that. That's college football. Like, I get it. I understand it. I believe it. There's eras of Florida football, and I support all of it, and I've learned to really appreciate everybody's take on it. Like my dad, more of an old school guy. He probably would be on the boat that, hey, it's trashy. My mom would probably be on the same boat that it's trashy. And that's because, again, they view themselves as kind of bull gators, that classy gator of like, hey, like we don't rush the field. We don't do these things. Like, this is how we are. This is who we are. This is how we are supposed to represent ourselves. In the same breath, with that exact mindset in mind, we're Florida. We hold ourselves to a higher standard. You're right. Then why are we in this predicament? Why are you putting us into a situation where you could have avoided this, right? And I'm not trying to like put the blame on it. Like, it's like, oh, you're not taking accountability. No, like the fan still has accountability. I kind of went to that part. But if you want to hold the fans to a standard of, hey, don't act that way, well, it's like the parent saying, like, hey, you can't do this, kid, and then goes and does it. Like, well, Strickland, you could have avoided this. We've been hearing all week that he was fired. Now, whether you wanted it to get out or not is besides the point, but you can't, that noise is out there. I said it was going to happen. Like, anybody with a brain cell sees this marching out there. So, I mean, I'm kind of 50-50. I can't say it's classy or trash.
Let me ask you this, though. Okay, some people are saying it's trashy. I get that. You know what's also trashy? When your GM comes out and says Sunbelt Billy and the boys after a big win. Okay, when you say that, oh, we're not gonna listen to fans in their basement in Central Florida. You're not gonna when you come to the podium. Are you not entertained? You did it to yourself. I don't feel bad for you.
So here's a good point too. Look, the man's got kids and family. Put yourself in his shoes, and it wasn't everyone just. And that's a great point. I think that's another issue that always happens. Is like there was like maybe 100 fans there, and it's like, oh, the fan base is trashy. It's like, look, the rest of us left, right? The rest of us weren't doing that. So again, I'm not gonna throttle these 100 people in the same breath of like, hey, this guy's got family and kids. I totally respect that, and that's why it's like I've got nothing respect for Billy Napier and wish him nothing but the best. It's the same thing when we talk about Pie Bird of like, look, when it's in between the lines, I want you to lose. When you're on the football field, it's war. And so you create this environment of battle. And so it's a little bit different. Now, if you're going to the guy's house and doing this, yeah, that's completely off the cusp. And we've done some crazy nonsense with doing stuff like that. That's a different level. I think in the field, like you kind of embody that to an extent. Like again, I'm 50-50 on it. I don't think it's just like a black and white thing. I think it's a fun debate. I think you can have arguments either way, and that's why they're not fun conversations to have. But I do believe in having these conversations to grow, and it is interesting. It is interesting when my buddy was giving me a hard time from it. I just told him that he's soft. But yeah, let me see if Dan can get on. Hold on.
You don't think that Milan would say something to me if I about lost a game due to coaching? Like if the roles were reversed, Milan was like, "Hey, Dad, fans are coming for your head. Like they're not like you're not very good. Like you need to figure it out." It's called being accountable. He called me a D1 crash out last night. Like he's just
yeah,
dude.
Rightfully so.
Like, what do you? Yeah,
rightfully so.
What do you want?
All right, look at a couple of super chats here and read them, so I don't want to miss them. Philip Colbert, wait, $5 from Gambling Gator, my man. I could feel Stephen Harris' pain in the last few minutes for the interception. Gave all of his effort off season to be disappointed. Again, roller coaster of a Gator fan. Yeah, that was. I was about to crash out too. Not gonna lie. Dan says that he can't come on. He's working the phones.
Cam Parker.
Love it.
What's Cam doing?
Cam's probably at the presser, if I had to guess. So, Philip Colbert, Kiffin is a perfect fit. $2. I couldn't agree more. Anthony Beck, put up the Dan Thompson's latest tweet. I got you here. Love the chats working together here, boys. We're all working together. I will be paying attention to your phones in the next 30 to 45 minutes. Well, here we are. We've got it locked and loaded here. Let's go ahead. We'll remove this tweet and pull up this tweet. All right. Look, guys, this thing is a fluid moving situation here. We're rocking and rolling. There's 1,000 people in here. So if you haven't smashed the like button, that's a good start. All right. That's a good start if you're new here. Also too, you can smash the sub button, become a part of the family. Danny the Gamer, $5. I need to hear something before 2:00. I gotta watch Blaney win. Hell yeah, Danny. Blaney's got to do some work today, bros. I'm so upset that he had a bad week in Vegas last week to put this all on the line. It's gonna be a freaking what's his face, JGR shit show. As long as Joey Logano isn't there, if Blaney doesn't make it, I know y'all may hate this, my NASCAR fans. I'm Team Denny. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I'm Team Denny. I want to see him get it done. I think he's one of the greatest race car drivers of our era that hasn't had a championship. He represents the sport way better than Joey Logano. And the guy's got 3. Denny needs to get one up in there. But Ryan Blaney, let's get after it, baby. I want to see you win it today. That's our NASCAR take for today. It's a real sport, all right? The only sport that brings me happiness anymore. It's my NASCAR.
Oh. Well, I got to go watch my Vikings get just absolutely pummeled against the Eagles today.
There's always a meeting on Sunday, just FYI. I don't think they get reported like this, though. I don't think there is, but maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. See, I knew they were going to like my Hamlin take. I knew that, and I understand that, okay?
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
I'm old and sensitive now, all right? I can't stand Larson. Absolutely not. Like, that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't mind Christopher Bell. All right, we got to go to NASCAR. People are going to go bananas. Like, what is this, guys? They're going to think I'm talking
11:49 hanging out. We're not.
They're thinking I'm going to be talking Spanish here in a minute. Exactly. So, the email's coming out around 3 p.m. Are we going live for 4 hours? What are we doing here? Dan says next 30 to 45 minutes. So,
I like Dan. Yeah, I like Dan's take here.
He's working the phones. I just texted him. We'll keep.
This is kind of cool. This is like. Have you guys seen Ryan Hall, y'all? He does the weather, like the when tornadoes are like about to rip up your town.
That guy. It's sick. There's like multiple.
Dude,
people.
I love it.
like calling it. Let me see if I get Cam in here.
Yeah.
Let's do our due diligence.
Yeah, this is hey, and you know, we do have some stuff if this thing does fire off on the stream. I don't know if you guys can see it behind me where the helmet usually sits in my Marine Corps folded flag that I got for serving the Marine Corps, my American flag. Just in case. Just in case.
We're ready.
Ready.
Okay, hold on. We just got a tweet from an all kinds of weather. Sources have told On3 that legitimate. Here, let's go ahead and bring this tweet up. Dan Thompson is a well-connected source. Worked for the UAA at one point. We've had him on the show. The guy knows what he's doing from Stadium and Gale as well. Here we go. Sources have told On3 that legitimate conversations are being held about Billy Napier's future with the Gators. That doesn't make me feel good. They're being held. Those conversations started last year, picked up again in the last few months, and now have reached a fever pitch. A source close to Florida's board of trustees told On3 it's over. A commitment, a comment direct at Napier's future in Gainesville.
There it is.
Well. Oh, we got Cam Parker hopping on here. Let me get him the link here. Listen, this thing's a fluid motion, boys. Got Cam Parker from Sports Illustrated joining the show.
Yeah. This is the F5 tornado about to strike Gainesville, okay? We're live just like Ryan Hall. Got boots on the ground there and
boots
Gainesville.
On the ground. Look, as everyone's asking about, hey, what can we talk about coaches? It's Lane Kiffin. I mean, that seems to be the list right now. I don't think we move anywhere from that unless it changes. It has to be Kiffin. James Franklin is a huge no. I think James is going to FSU. I think Norvell's out today too.
It makes sense.
Shuffle too. I think that's reasonable.
Well, I think it makes the most sense for FSU because of the dynamic of their buyout that they're going to have to pay. So you go get a guy that doesn't have a buyout that you're going to have to add on extra.
Correct.
I think he does everything the right way. I think that he just, just because you don't win the big one at one college doesn't necessarily mean you can't win the big one somewhere else. I mean, it's going to be in a very fruitful recruiting grounds in Florida. They'll have to work way less on that. Penn State, it isn't like it's a good college, but they have some adversity when it comes to it's very cold there.
Well,
there's obviously some past issues with the football program that was not good that people do not forget about.
He did say he was on a campaign run on game day yesterday. Like, we're still gonna win a championship, just at a new place. Cam Parker from Sports Illustrated joins the show, guys. Not at the stadium like I was hoping. What's up with that, Cam? No pressure credentials today?
Well, I'm on 2 head coaching watches between Auburn and Florida, so we're locked in the office right now, waiting to see what happens with 2 SEC schools today.
Boots on the ground, boys. I mean, where else are you getting stuff like? Are you cover Auburn?
Yeah, so my boss has multiple SI sites, and I edit our college ones too. So
okay,
we're keeping a close eye on Auburn as well. So we're locked in the office. NFL Sunday is on ESPN. Rufus is walking around, he's fired up, ready to go. So we're kind of in the wait and see. I mean, we all know it's over, but just waiting for that announcement, I guess.
Sometimes I think about, I kind of like have like a aha moment, right? Like, we're sitting here having these conversations and 20 years from now, we're going to look back and it's like, is this kind of like the early days of like the Adam Scheffner and like ESPN? Like, is this it right here? Like, we're like, right? Like, in like 20 years, we're all going to look a little bit older and you're going to be kind of like the big time here, beat reporter. Like, this was your big moment here, Cam, like locked in the lab. Like, is this, I think about that from time to time, but I love that. I love that we're locked in. It's a busy Sunday. We understand what's at hand here. So you're saying it's over. Let's elaborate on that a little bit.
I mean, we've all gotten texts about it. Billy's demeanor in the press conference yesterday confirmed it. The players, how they answered. It's like 99% 99.9% chance is what I would give it.
Now, is there a
They're
possibility it
supposed to
doesn't
have. They're
happen
supposed to
today?
have the. I'm sorry.
Is there a possibility it doesn't happen today?
I mean, we saw last year where we all thought he was done, so that kind of gives me scares me because we've seen something like this happen before. But it's safe to say that it's over. We're all just kind of waiting for that tweet. They're having a meeting in the next few minutes.
Now, that meeting, does that happen every Sunday? Somebody said it did. I thought that's out of the
So
norm.
they have a team meeting every Sunday to go over film,
Okay.
but usually that isn't until early afternoon, not at 1 o'clock.
Okay.
And those meetings don't get tweeted about. So that's why. And again, I know I've talked to you guys on the show too about reporter side of things and how it works and why the timeline of things and everything like that. Things don't get publicized unless there's movement. Sunday meetings don't get publicized unless things are happening. And so that's why I kind of just am we wait and see, because all the stuff's happening behind the scenes. Just have to wait for the announcement.
New tweet here. Hold on.
Okay, what we got?
What's your take from Graham Hall here? What's your take on that tweet? What does that mean? What does that mean, Cam? Cam?
That 99% grew to 99.999%.
Whoa! Because team-wide, it's not just coaches. So coaches meet, but not team-wide meets at 1 o'clock.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's
who does Graham Hall know?
And these meetings, and specific to coaching firings, it's a goodbye. Essentially, it gives the outgoing coach a chance to say goodbye to his team. It gives the team a chance to kind of talk to them. It gives the AD, so Strickland in this case, an opportunity to announce who the interim is, what they're doing with the program moving forward, things like that. So again, it doesn't take an idiot to kind of see what's going on. It's over. We just waiting it out right now.
Real quick, I know this isn't us, but Florida State decision makers are holding informal phone calls this morning to discuss the future of Mike Norvell. So,
wow,
same.
Wow. Well, that's a big buyout too. They gotta make sure they got their guy. Can we flip for a
need right now? Smelling salts. I mean, I feel like it would be iconic. There's 1,600 people in here to see Cam Parker, aka Adam Scheffner, drop the bombshell for us. Do we at least have is Dylan Olive on the boots on the ground, or is he just screwing around on this Sunday? What is he doing?
I don't know where he is. I've talked to. Listen, Graham Hall is providing the boots on the ground. I suggest everyone go follow his tweets. He does good stuff. But I mean, we're at the point of no return. I think with Billy, no matter it's. And again, I this is not insider breaking news or anything. Everyone knows that it's over. It's done. The way that he answered the press conference questions last night, the way that the players kind of reacted to some of the questions, the reports about the meetings that are happening. We also have had info in the High Top Sports Discord group. So I know we've gotten some new people in there over the last few weeks. Let's keep adding more people because we've got some good info in there as well. Again, there is a part of me that is wary because we've been through something like this before, but I've also never been more confident that a head coach is going to get fired. And that's just my feelings today, based on what I know, what people have told me, what I'm assuming is happening.
I got to get Cam some new high top gear. Guy's just working overtime.
What's the feeling over there at Auburn? Can we switch paces for a second? I mean, that's obviously a college that we're gonna have to go up against.
Yeah.
In a coaching search. What's the feeling there at Auburn? Is it as hot is the seat as hot as Billy Napier or Norvell or Fisk at Wisconsin? Is it that level?
It's pretty bad. I mean, 4 straight losses in games that and I get Auburn was an underdog in a few of them, but games that they should have won. Hugh Freeze cannot win close games. He cannot get out of his own way. He already has back-to-back losing seasons, so it's not like he had an 8-win season like Billy. All they've done is lose with him. So it's pretty bad. I haven't heard anything about like conversations happening the way that it's being reported about FSU. But I know that the fan base has turned. The fan base has turned.
Well, Jake Crane tweeted last night.
Same. It's the same way that we were with Billy last night or last year, where we know how this is going to end. So why are we torturing ourselves watching this?
You got to wonder if the way that it's ended up for Napier this year is shortening Hugh Freeze extension, where like how we kind of gave a little bit more longer leash and Billy pulled himself out of it. That because of how things have fallen this year for Billy, it's like we've already seen this movie. We don't need to test it any longer. Andrew Apple, 38 months membership. Kerwin Bell. A lot of names flying around. I think Jeff Brom was a name. Yeah, look, Anthony Moore is $2. Your thoughts on Jeff Brom? He's the head coach of Louisville, who just took down the almighty Miami. Great weekend. Miami goes down. Look, we wanted Georgia to lose, but did we? Did we?
I think Miami realistically took down Miami.
Yeah. Jeff Brom did there. $5. I think the short list is Kiffin, Chadwell, Liberty, and Lashley. Head coaching experiences at D1 and provided they can build and execute. Let's get your thoughts, Kay. I haven't chit-chatted with you. Obviously, I know you're getting texts, you're getting names. What's your list as of now, Cam, for Florida moving forward?
Kiffin, and then a very large gap at Marcus Freeman. I think Kiffin is the obvious choice, the obvious candidate. Florida does not need to hire a young up-and-coming coach from a smaller school. They don't need to hire. It's the young up-and-coming coach is failed in this day and age, unless you're a smaller, lower tier, bigger like a program in a bigger conference. They need a home run hire from an established coach who knows what they're doing, and that to me is Lane Kiffin. Marcus Freeman is also the name that fans really want that I've seen. It's another name that I've heard that they've vetted. It won't be, if for some reason they get Marcus Freeman, that won't be a bad hire as well. But I think people also don't realize Lane Kiffin's buyout to take another job at Ole Miss is like $3 million. Marcus Freeman's is nowhere close to that. It is exceptionally higher. And then there's also last year, too, with the reports that Kiffin would have taken the Florida job last year if he had it offered. There was interest there if Florida fired Billy, and they didn't, so they moved on. But I still think Kiffin would be the top choice. I think he needs to be your top choice. He needs to be your first, second, third, fourth, and fifth phone call. And if it still doesn't happen, then you can kind of move on. But I think that they need to go all in on old Lane Kiffin.
The $3 million buyout.
There's no obvious choice to me.
Yeah, $3 million buyout's nothing. That's still in all of salary. And with the Lane Kiffin situation, I don't feel like it's even a money thing. I don't
feel right.
Again, it just feels like it's a match made in heaven, given like, hey, reports that he wanted to come here last year. Like, I'm not even concerned of others. I'm not concerned of LSU or Auburn because those would be money battles, in my opinion. I think there is a nostalgia feel of like, I want to just go coach for a place that my family's been, connected to in some sort of fashion and go kind of emulate the coach that I grew up loving. Like that's the dream job in a sense. Where the money's irrelevant at this point. I've made plenty of it. I'm going to get a fat contract regardless of where I go. He is in the most powerful seat possible. It's like I can get all of them. I get my cake and I get to eat it and I get an extra cake if I want it and a couple snow bunnies on the side after yoga. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what Lane Kiffin's rocking with right now. And I'm glad that we are who we are. I'm glad that we're Florida, right? Simply because we're the girl that we're the high school sweetheart that he wants to become home with. You know what I mean? Like it has nothing to do with anything else. Like it's just like, this is the place I want to be. There's no number that's going to make this not work. He's going to get paid. Let's not get it twisted. but I don't think it's going to be a bidding war like it would be for Freeman. I think Freeman would, if it came down to like a Marcus Freeman, we could lose that battle, but just simply based off of a funding issue where it's like we're not willing to pony up the money. And Marcus is like, I just want to get out of Notre Dame. You know what I mean? And it's like I want to go somewhere. Lane's where I think in a good place, and he knows that. He's like, I just want to get a little bit sweeter in a place that I love dearly. So what's kind of your role, your play in this, Cam? Like you just got to pump out articles is kind of the idea as fast as you possibly can.
Yeah. I mean, I've said this on the show before. I've had all this stuff written for over a year now. I mean, we were prepping for him getting fired last year. So it's kind of things have been in the drafts, just kind of sitting there waiting. We wait for the Pete Thamel tweet. And then once it goes out, then we get word on if there's a press conference and what time it is. And we just go throughout the day between the interim announcement, the play caller announcement, if that's separate, Billy getting fired, coaching hot boards. The other thing too is we might see decommitments. You know, that's what happens in a coaching change.
Yeah.
So I know Corey Bender has been doing some great work with On3 and talking to some of the guys about would you stay if they made a head coaching change? Some guys have said yes. Some guys have said, well, it depends on the coach. There will be decommitments because that's just what happens when there's a coaching change. So once that announcement is made, there's going to be a lot of movement. The good news about the timing of if they fire Billy today, if they put out the announcement, they say, thanks for your service, you're gone, and they end it all, is because they waited for the portal rules to change, no players can enter the transfer portal. So that's a big thing. So you're not going to see guys opt out for the rest of the season, or you may see a couple if they qualify for a red shirt, but you're not going to see guys go, okay, I'm entering the portal.
Yeah.
They cannot enter the portal until new coaching hire is made. So you're not going to see this mass exodus of players leaving the program, which is a very good thing for Florida because you need players to play the game. You need these guys to keep playing. So the timing of it all makes sense.
Yeah.
You'll see movement with recruiting.
That ruling was huge.
So you'll see movement with recruiting. Obviously, if there's a press conference today, what time it is, the interim announcement, play caller announcement, and then
all right,
we move on to the bye week.
I just read the super chat, $2. We had breakup sex with Billy last night. It's time. The chat's incredible. There's 1,700 people in here, guys. Let's smash that like button. Let's let you know that, hey, this is the place to come to hang out and have a good time. I do want to get your thoughts, though, because I think what's going to happen next, where we've got to really kind of, obviously, I think we know who the coach is going to be, but logistically, how does this play out, right? Like, because we have National Signing Day, like December 6th or 7th, the first one, and then that portal opens up in January. Florida has to have Lane in place December 1, right? For this thing to go as smoothly as possible? Or what are your thoughts on that? I'm sure you're going to be writing about that and talking about that as well.
Yeah, so timeline-wise, traditionally...
What? Cody, you can't go whoa and not say anything. Like what? That's like you're driving the car and the wife goes, like we can't do that. I'm gonna literally lose my mind when you do that. That is the worst possible thing you could do to somebody at this moment. What?
I know. They're saying he's fired. I'm trying to find it on Twitter.
Oh well, no.
I thought that was it.
They've been saying he's fired the whole time, Cody.
No, like the announcement came out. I'm trying to find it on Twitter.
So you said, "Oh, for nothing."
That might have been premature.
A fake O. That's unbelievable, bro. That is a. You do it again where you're getting booted. That was I'm ripping off the Feliz Navidad. That is criminal. Criminal.
Oh my
sorry.
gosh.
Criminal. That's like having 12 men on the football field.
Dude.
That's like your
I know.
I'm
mad at myself.
It's like third and one, and you call a passing play. That was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Holy crap, Cody. Oh.
That's awesome.
What were you saying, Cam? What were you saying?
Yeah, so just traditionally speaking, end of the regular season is the last week of November, and
Yeah.
then usually they'll have that weekend probably the coaching hire is made, and then depending on what that coach's postseason looks like. Remember, Billy was announced as Florida's head coach, and he still coached in the Sun Belt Championship with Louisiana. So depending on what the postseason's like, we'll just have to wait. But usually it'll be that first week of December probably for a introductory press conference, the coach getting on campus. But again, speaking of a guy like Lane, who's a playoff contender, we don't know what that's going to look like if he ends up being the hire. We'll have to. That's a risk that you have to take with Florida. Yeah, and then there you go with Alba Verde. This was not previously scheduled. Yes, they meet every Sunday, but meetings like this are not what they meet about. And
Players
this is
to
not the
report for
time that
team
they-
meetings. So we've got another meeting
Yeah.
happening. So this could be pushed back a little bit longer, which Cody and the boys will be hanging on. We'll be rocking.
So the deal obviously has to be done before December 1. I know it's tough because you're obviously coaching a team and stuff like that. The deal to get done. Are we sure it's not going to get leaked out? How does that kind of work?
I think we're at the point of this era in the sport where anything can happen. I think you cannot rule out anything from
Or
happening.
do they just come out
Um,
and say, yeah,
but-
he's going to be the head coach of Florida next year?
I-
Like for
if that ends up,
Florida,
like
you almost have to for recruiting and stuff like that. Right?
I mean, you could also back channels exist, right?
Oh,
Like you could let
Oh!
guys.
I actually have a real tweet. Hold on. From Scott Hamilton. Do we know who Scott Hamilton is? How do we feel about this tweet, Cam? Cam?
We've been waiting on it. That's again
Is he-
there is no oh my gosh, I can't believe he's fired. Oh my gosh.
But is
this
that a
shocking.
reasonable tweet to pop a champagne? Like, what are we doing here? I'm nervous. Or should we
How much
wait for
champagne?
Right? Cody's ready to
Hold
blow.
on, I don't know who Scott Hamilton is.
All right, let Cam do some work. Let's do some super chats, boys. This is all fluid, very fluid here. Okay, we're doing the best that we can to be as sharp and as precise as we can in this situation here.
All right, he
I'm
is
here,
a
you know what?
post-
Whoop.
He is a columnist for the Post and Courier in South Carolina.
How do you feel?
Yeah, I feel.
I've been waiting for this for a while. When we
It's not
first got
official.
word
It's not
that
official. We're not taking
it's
this.
not
We're not running with this
official.
yet. We're not running with this yet. Nope.
But
Keep the cap on, Cody. Relax, Cody.
But I'm almost indifferent because we've been waiting on this for a while.
Cody broke it
Like
first. I agree.
USF game, we knew that there was no path to really fixing the season. We knew that this was going to end with him getting fired. We have just been waiting on this to happen, and so that's why I kind of feel indifferent about it because I've already, I think, processed it in a way. It is a little bit surreal because we've waited for so long and we dealt with the rumors and reports last year, and everything, the controversy with Scott Strickland's vote of confidence, I guess is what you would call it, and then the 4-game winning streak, and everything in the last year has been leading up to this moment. So I'm kind of indifferent in that way about it. I've processed a lot of this already.
Look, that's why we're
Yeah, it's
here.
like-
We're breaking this all down together. We're
it's like-
processing it together.
It's like in a divorce, you know it's over, but it just takes a while for you to get the papers
The
in the
paperwork
mail.
back, yeah. For them to
Yeah,
sign the
that
release
you
form.
are.
$2. I'm
Yeah,
hearing
that
Gruden
you
and
are
West Jr.
divorced.
offensive coordinator, West Champ, DC. Oh, I don't know. Quit listening, Gambling Gator. Jimbo Bannister, $5. Strickland is waiting for Ole Miss and Lane to sign a new contract before he fires Billy. Could be waiting, making some phone calls. $5. What's everybody's thoughts on Rhett Lashley? Listen, we told you the list, Dubster. All right, told you the list. Until it's not Lane, it's Lane. They called a players meeting at 2 p.m. Yep, thank you, Damian Crawford, for $2, man. We have. That's what this tweet is right here. I don't know when you sent that tweet. So, Cody, you're Shay 2.0.
Touche.
Tom McShay?
You
Oh,
got to get
Tom
in the
McShay.
Discord, Cody.
Yeah, Tom McShay.
Is that what he's talking about? Right?
I'm sure.
$5. Does a new hire offensive coordinators and coaching staff to their new program to lay foundation while they're at their old school? It's a great question, Cam. Do they?
Well, if they stay at their old school, they have to keep their staff there too,
Okay.
right? Like it. So
Oh, this is $10. Thank you, Damien.
I don't
could
think that
probably
it's going to be
send-
one of these things where they hire a guy mid-season, and I truly believe it's going to be that end of the regular season. We'll see that. If I remember from Billy and I remember from Dan Mullen, they did not start announcing their coaching hires until after they officially got on campus. Again, there were guys that like everyone kind of knew, like, okay, this guy would probably follow him. This guy is going to be a target. But I wouldn't expect anything until the new hire gets on campus for there to be movement with assistants and everything like that. You got to get the new coach in first. That's step one. Have to get the new guy in first.
Got to get the paper signed for that guy. Dang it, Billy. Scott Hamilton has 1,000 followers. Yeah, look, it's not a massive tweet, all right, but it's a tweet nonetheless. And this is how these guys look. This is how Cody Shea grows, right? You got to be first when nobody else wants to be. Gator Zanny,
Yeah.
$2. Napier's gonna be beating us at LSU in 10 years. Could you imagine? $2 from Dustin Bull. 4 years of Biden, Napier, beyond enough. $2 Billy to LSU. Who possibility? I don't think so, right? There's no way. I think they've seen enough.
Big catch, Addison. Yeah, it's wild to think that.
So Gator Network just tweeted out. Gators Network just tweeted out he's been fired, according to sources. That just came out 1 minute ago. I don't know how we're gonna feel. I don't know if this is celebration worthy or not. Everyone's trying to be first here. This is crazy.
Cody's
So
ready.
what do we do? On 3? We're waiting on 3 to announce it, or Pete Thamel?
I mean, it's got to be a Pete, right? It's got to be a Pete, right? I mean,
it would be Pete Thamel, Pete Nakos, and Matt Zenitz are the three who traditionally announce national coaching changes. They're
Billy
usually
Napier
the
just
ones that.
announces- Billy Napier announces his own firing on his own Twitter.
who
like
runs
a
Gator
gangster.
Network? Do we know?
I have no idea.
It's hard for, again, only 1,000 followers, guys. If we're going to give Scott crap for it, you know, I'm not taking any shots towards Gators Network. I don't know who they are. It says a journalist next to their thing. They have their own website. They've got a YouTube. Let me check their YouTube out. A lot of shorts. I don't, you got to be careful with some of these things. Like the Gator season, like he's obviously very popular, but he's like a 18-year-old kid. Like nothing against him, but it's not like, again, they could just be taking that Scott Hamilton tweet. And again, like you said, Cam, it's not a matter of, if, it's just when. To me, that's not official yet. That's not pop worthy, personally.
I've been saying for weeks now, Pete Thamel, Matt Zenitz, and Pete Nakos. Keep your post notifications on for those guys.
I mean,
They will be the
people
ones
are saying
to
I
break
broke it. I mean, and people are saying I broke it in the chat.
Those three guys will be the one to break it.
I saw a
just gonna
tweet
tell
from
you guys
Mark
that right
Long
now.
last night. Let me make sure I read it properly, which I thought was very interesting. Just because Mark Long doesn't tweet about this kind of stuff. He goes, next Gators coach is going to be amazing, and he quoted the Lane Kiffin going timeout video, which I thought was very, very intriguing because he's not somebody who really kind of plays in that world, if you will. Look, again, Neil says it too. Neil, again, nothing against Neil, but my point is we could have broke it last night, right? From the information that I heard, I could have broke it last night. So these guys just posting stuff is already what we've already heard. I need it from the big dogs because that means that the paper's been.
I already told you.
It's official.
I already told
Well,
you.
because that's also why they wait to do it so that they have time for the coach to say goodbye to the players and address the players. They don't like and this is not Florida. This is a general coaching college thing. They don't like news of coaching firings happen until they have time to address the players.
Cody Gaspard all around Florida.
But they want to
The
address the
British are coming.
players. They
British
want
are
to
coming.
they want to get the interim officially named. They want to let the players know kind of what's going to happen moving forward, and then the official announcement will happen. Florida is in the weird spot where everyone knows that this is happening and everyone knows that it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Like, again, it's like the players know, the coaches know, everyone around the program knows that Billy getting fired was inevitable. It was going to happen. But there's still the common courtesy of talking to the players about this, talking to the assistants about this, officially naming someone the interim and telling the players beforehand, letting them know what a timeline looks like, what the bye week is going to look like, and giving them a chance to go up to Billy and say goodbye and give him a hug and thank him and he thanks them and whatnot. Like that's why, like, all of this stuff, again, we know that he's getting fired. We know that it's going to happen. The meetings are a common courtesy thing, and then after those meetings, I think is when you'll see the national guys report it, and that's when it's legit.
So
And that's when it's
2391 hanging out with us. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe. Hit the like button.
can I say this though? I do wish, like, I love all the coverage, but like I do wish we had a bit more like excitement. Like, I wish we could have, I wish we were in the world of like, I want to be first. Like, I want this thing to be 100% official. And that's the thing is, like, I can't put stock, like, again, they're probably right. But like you said, you can't put stock into it until, wait, Strickland's live? What?
Strickland's live?
Hold on.
Ah! Pull it up.
I'm trying. Quit yelling at me.
I was about to say this. I was like, didn't Strickland go live last time and announce the firing for Mullen? I believe he did.
Where is it live, Muddy? Okay, if you guys got to stop. This is not the time to be joking around and trolling me in the damn chat. Where is the live? I don't see it on YouTube.
Strickland's press conference would be live streamed if he had one. Not the coach. Like, he wouldn't go up to the podium and say,
No.
I made the decision to fire Billy Napier. They would put out an announcement with a statement, and then a few hours later, if they did a press conference, he would do a press conference, and then that would be live streamed. Because I'm not seeing anything either about a live
I don't
stream
either.
or,
Gosh,
or
they got me.
Strickland.
There's nothing up. There's
So-
nothing. The chat's got me in shambles.
You're not, and I want to give you guys a timeline. Nothing's going to be officially announced until after this player meeting at 2 p.m.
So we're going to be sitting here
and
a while.
again, it's not like Strickland's going to walk up to a podium like he's the president of the United States and say, "My fellow Gators, I have fired Billy Napier," and then walk off. There will be an announcement with the statement, and then if they do a press conference today, it would probably be sometime this afternoon. Or maybe they do it Monday, because usually they do a Monday press conference anyways, and it's the bye week, so they actually have a chance to take some time to address it. So, but I would expect the firing announcement today. If again, 99.999% chance is what I'm giving it. It wouldn't happen until after the 2 p.m. players meeting.
Let me text a source real quick and see if this is official. I don't feel like we can pop the bottle.
Sorry to.
Come on 3. Where's Hayes Fawcett? Follow you for a reason.
Honestly, this is like Neil. That stuff upsets me. Neil's ruining the party, in my opinion. Like, this tweet ruins the party. I get you want to be first, but there's just not enough stock behind it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to hate on Neil by any stretch, but
and it's not necessarily like, I don't know how to word this, but like, again, like they're right. Like, he is going to get fired today officially. If it hasn't happened yet, it's going to happen this afternoon, is my opinion. I still, because the national guys are tied to the UAA and they know Scott Strickland, that's who I'm waiting for. Again, Pete Thamel, Matt Zenitz, and Pete Nakos are the ones whose post notifications you guys should have on. They will be the one to officially break the news that it is over.
Hey,
Again, I
Stephen
don't know.
Harris
I don't
just
know.
said it's
And I don't
happening.
want to like. I don't want to like. Again, it's weird because like I don't know Gators Network and I don't know Neil, so I don't want to like say their sources are wrong because I believe
Yeah.
them. I believe Billy Napier's fired, but again, you're not going to see an official thing from UF until this afternoon, after the 2 p.m. meeting, and that's when you'll also see the national guys break down the news.
I think that's the problem. Is like this is such a massive, monumental movement. Like we don't want to be premature on it for sure. Real quick, there's 1,300 people in here. Smash that like button, and let's read. There's a lot of super chats that we are behind on that I have to get caught up on. So let's read those here for just a quick second, so we can stay caught up. $2. Billy to Ellis. I've already read that. Okay. Gators Network Tweety. Thank you, Jeremy. We've had that pulled up, so we were already on that. Thank you. $2 from Jason Gray. You probably beat us to it, Jeremy, but. Yep, and here's the Hair TV. $2 says confirmed. We have that tweet, which obviously then they followed along here. $5 for Cam Parker and the lap partner. Absolutely, timeless mind. Thank you, my man. $2. Scared money won't be scared today. He making that money. D-Dub. $5. All aboard. I already got shirts made, boys, for all aboard the hype train. I can't wait to pop out that logo. I'm waiting for the show the logo too. I already got merch ready to rock. Stop listening to the chat. They don't know anything. I know, Dominic. It's made. Sometimes they do. It was Muddy. I'm pretty sure it was Muddy that said that he's live. Muddy doesn't troll me usually. Where's Steven at, man? He needs to be here. Harris be taking days off, man. Neil's a twerp. Oh, bro. Look. This is the season. Gator said it. He's only riding on everyone else's news. And again, nothing against that kid. He's like an 18-year-old cat. Does a great job pumping out graphics, doing things. I am on the boat of unless Cam tells me it is 100% or we're getting the fatties. We probably know that it's true, but this is something so monumental that I need it from the horse's mouth, and that horse happens to be.
I need it from the source. I don't want to hear per sources. I want it straight from the horse's mouth, like what Shelton was saying. I want to see Scott Strickland fire up the old YouTube page of Gator football and say, you know, we've come to the decision to make a change at the University of Florida football program, and we are going to move on from Billy Napier and da-da-da-da-da. And I believe that happened for Mullen. I don't know what day it was. It was so long ago.
It was the Sunday after the Missouri game.
Okay.
And again, how
so
it happened was
he did announce it on a Sunday. Strickland
he had his
did
press conference on a Sunday, if I'm not mistaken, that day.
So we could see that. We could actually see that today.
But again, that timeline is players meeting, national writer tweet, and then and then the statement from the UF or Scott Strickland or someone. Dan Mullen also released a statement when he was fired too. I don't know if Billy's going to do that or not. It wouldn't surprise me either way. But again, timeline-wise, player meeting at 2, and then if him getting fired is the absolute final decision today, after that you'll see the national guys tweet it because they'll be given the go-ahead. You'll see the statement from Strickland, and then if we have a press conference today, it'll be the last thing.
So I texted Dan Thompson. I go, "What are your thoughts on these tweets?" And he goes, "Neil needs to shut the fuck up." So this is why, again, like. There's certain, in my opinion, like everyone can do what they want. Who am I to say what you can and cannot do? But for something like this,
but there's accountability either. Like he can tweet whatever he wants, and there's never going to be
he could
responsible real backlash. It's not like they're going to pull his pass. He doesn't have a pass. It's not like people are going to stop talking to him. It's just.
I miss the world where we get the present on Christmas morning, we get to open it. Like everyone's already told me what's inside the present before I haven't made it to the living room yet. You know what I mean? Like let me make it to the living room, and then before, like at least let me grab the box and feel it before you tell me what happened. Like
it feels like recruitment. It feels like recruitment nowadays.
Which again, recruitment's a little bit different, but yeah, it's 100% exactly right. I need it from the horse's mouth. So we might be a while, boys. I don't know. I mean, I don't plan on going anywhere. I got a tinkle though. Cam, what's your thought? Do you need to go? Do you want to stay? I mean.
I could probably hang out for a couple more minutes, and then I gotta
Well,
get
I'm
prepped
gonna
and
go pee.
get
So
up.
I'll listen. Tell them where they can find you, man, because you do a phenomenal job. And
I appreciate it.
look at this. Your dog
Yeah,
just
this is
he's been there the whole
this is
time.
Rufus. This is Rufus. It's my best buddy.
Yeah. Rufus
He
and Juice Kiffin are gonna be best friends.
yeah. Hey Lane, there's a dog park right by my house, man. Let's meet up. Let's go. But yeah, on Twitter at Cam Parker 25. And then Sports Illustrated Gators. All my work is there. Put out a story this morning about yesterday being the most Billy Napier type game. And it's
Yep.
kind of ironic that if this is his final game, everything about the Billy Napier era was encapsulated in one game between penalties, turnovers, missed kicks, controversy, bad play calls, and a ending that no one can predict.
Wasn't it the perfect win? Wasn't it the perfect win?
I mean, it was insane the way that they won that game, and it is a fitting ending for this era, in my opinion. Like it is just the icing on the cake to finish this era of Florida football.
If you
game
really
that they
look at
should have
it,
put away, that they almost lost, and then a defensive lineman gets an interception.
if
No
you
one can
almost look
predict.
at it, his first game and his last game were the same.
Yeah. Nearly blew it in the fourth
came full
quarter and a
circle.
crazy interception at the end.
Yep.
It's the fitting. No one could have predicted a game like that, and it was insane. And it's the fitting ending. So, yeah, all my work is there. And then when the decision is made, if that's today, we'll have some stories up about that and get into the bye week. So, still half of the season left to be played. Hard to believe.
We're gonna win out and go to the Natty. Cam, you're the man, and Jaluk, we believe. Thank you, Bubba. Go Gators, man.
Yes, sir. See y'all.
See you, buddy. Cam Parker there, boys and girls. Go give my man a follow. Shout out to him for hopping on here on a crazy day here. We are live for over an hour now. Again, smash the like button. I'm not pulling up the Hoopshiz tweet. That's the last tweet I'm gonna pull up, boys. Come on now.
You should.
That's even lower. Nothing against nothing against Dave in his burner account, but I gotta go to the bathroom real quick. So Cody, you're gonna be in charge. Please don't. No Feliz Navidad. Like please. Okay.
I don't even have it queued up anymore.
Okay. $2 ahead of lettuce has more personality than Napier. Bro, blow blocks. What a name. $5. Active duty military Gator fan deployed overseas. Check in with you guys daily. Thanks for keeping us updated, fellas. Bro blocks. Thank you, man, for your service. Hashtag America. Sure. I love it, man. Thank you so much. $2.
Down.
Fire Billy. Trash. Hell, hire Cody. Cody's up for grabs. $2. Lane's more than a rebound chick. Lane's wifey material. He's the one you kind of take home to mom. All right, I'll be right back. Watch it happen while I'm tinkling. Probably.
I hope so. I hope so. Just not a lunch pail guy anymore. Yeah, so super excited for that brand risk Cody. Yeah. No, so we actually got the Feliz Navidad. We can't play the Feliz Navidad anymore because it hits our copyright. We get dinged for copyright there. Definitely gonna have some new merch coming out soon. If we get Lane Kiffin, watch the merch store because he's got some stuff juiced up there. When do you think the announcement will happen, guys? Do you think we're gonna get insiders are saying that Lane Kiffin is the next head coach of the University of Florida? Like mid-season? Like when does this deal get done with hiring our new coaches? I'd like to see what you guys think on that. Because obviously we can't keep secrets around here, right? So what are we thinking? Like a mid-season tweet from a source insider saying Lane Kiffin struck a deal with the University of Florida? Yeah, I did Billy, y'all. My bad. Missed a 3-5-2. Yeah, we know. We saw it. We're just waiting for a bigger source. Should I?
Oh, yeah. I'm.
I wish they would just do the firing and hiring today. Like, just announce that we've hired Lane Kiffin. They
Yeah, just
did
get
it
it over
last
in one
night.
big swoop. No, I mean we
Yeah.
gotta have to have some hot word talks. You know, I feel like although we've already had all of them,
It feels like the longest firing in school history, doesn't it? I mean, we're going on a year and a half now.
it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy.
What's the website for the merch? You want to put that in the chat?
Oh, they're asking.
Yeah.
I got y'all. We got some new gear
We'll
up
go
there,
use the
boys.
bathroom real fast.
They want some Feliz Navidad merch. Is that what they're looking for? I don't blame them. I do not blame them at all. Not one bit. Yeah, look, guys, there has been multiple sources. Gator Nation, and all kinds of weather, Gator season. Look, they have their per sources. We could have essentially broke it last night. All right, we got a phone call that it was done and that Jabbar Jaluk was the head coach. But for me and how I try to run these things is it's all hearsay. You know how many things that we've heard, bro? Here's my thing. Last year, I stayed home from work because it was a done deal that he was fired after the A&M game, and he wasn't. So for me, it's like, again, it's just a lot. And these guys' sources could be better than ours. I mean, obviously, all those things are true. This is something that I'm not putting. I mean, we all know it, but we're not popping the seal until, like I said, the big dogs let it rock. Okay? So, do with that with what you will. Okay? And listen, we're going to be rocking and rolling here. We'll be hanging on as much as we can and continue to update. I haven't seen any Graham Hall tweets. I've got my notifications turned on as well. Just so we are prepared for it when it does officially lock in. Don't forget, there's a players meeting at 2 o'clock. I don't know if I can go live until 3. We'll see where Cody is on that. Barstool just put it out. Again, I'm not. Which Barstool? Barstool, Florida, I'm not riding on either.
Barstool, Florida announced it.
Yeah.
That's just some 19-year-old college runs that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's just an intern.
2,000 people. Make sure you hit the like.
Oh. Okay, hold on. Sorry. Hugh Hathcock says today it's a great day to be a Gator. That's the day we signed. It would put us from December 7th, my birthday, 2022. That was the day we signed DJ Lagway. And somebody just
ESPN
retweeted.
released it.
He gone? I don't see anything, Cody.
Longest firing ever.
Yeah, that's the frustrating part, you know? Sorry, we're just trying to look around here and see what's going on.
Shamir DK first NFL touchdown.
Yeah, I saw that. Good stuff. All right, couple super chats. We'll read those while we wait. Any more hoodies you're adding to the site? I have added this one and another one. I probably will, like these two hoodies that I discovered. They're a little pricey, but they're worth it because of how good they are. Very, very happy with the products that it's come out. So we'll be putting some more, working out some other alterations for sure. $5. Austin Bennett. What's the record at the end of the year after they fire Bill? You think we went out? We went out. I think Luke and the boys rally the troops and get it together. Look at Carson Baker's tweet from 15 minutes ago.
Do we have the baseball merch up yet?
There's a hat and a shirt. Yes.
Okay. Baseball merch is solid.
What's Carson Baker's Twitter? Still nothing from Graham Hall. F a tweet. It's official. I mean, look, you could go with whatever you want. I mean, people are pretty much celebrating. That's fine. Again, until I pop this bad boy right here and pour, okay?
Yep.
It's going to be, it's got to be the real deal. I'm not popping over this $500 bottle of champagne for nothing, $2, you should know. You'll find out in the Discord first. Yeah, the Discord has already told us, $5. I just hope Florida doesn't do like they normally do, fire a coach and hire someone Dan's position coach for a head coach. Wouldn't surprise me, though. Doesn't seem like that's the case at the moment, Raymond. I will say those are some things we have heard that we can report on, is that there seems to be a firm that's going to be doing the next hiring, and Lane seems to be the first order of business. $2, Santa Prof and Snow Bunnies merch. We don't miss around here, boys, okay? We do what's best for the family, and that calls for, how we rock and roll with things.
Come on. Make it happen.
The thing is, I think we saw at least, Carson Baker tweeted out like a red face, like, oh boy. Here, I'll pull it up so you guys can see it, and we'll get this thing all figured out here. We'll get this thing moving here. Longest show ever. But we're rocking. We're rocking and rolling. Man, I feel like we're again, even Dave Waters hasn't tweeted anything yet.
Yeah.
No, it's not $500.
We would take it from Dave. we would take it from Dave, right? I think that would be a reliable source. Wouldn't you say, Shelt?
What's that? Yeah, if Gator Dave, again, I just think there's certain guys that, and again, nothing against Neil and those guys. I think they do great work. And they're probably right. But I just know that there's some guys that are very like, look, the Gator season one, nothing against the kid, but I'm not running with that one at all. Gators Network, I don't know who that is. And I trust Neil and his sources. I really do. But I think there's just certain times it's just, look, when we talk about like, hey, it's classy or trashy to do certain things, like I believe there's certain times and places to do things. That doesn't mean that I'm right. I'm just telling you how I handle things personally.
Warchant is saying Norvell is going to be fired within the next 24 hours.
Yeah, I think that. Well, we read that tweet from On 3, so we're going to be covering that too if that happens. Swolder just said it. I don't see anything from Dave. I don't see. He didn't tweet anything. I don't care what he says in the Discord. Oh, man.
Yeah, this is interesting.
Yeah, someone just tweeted. They quoted in all kinds of weather says Neil would have to deactivate if it ends up not being true. I think. Look, that's my thing. Is this the weird thing?
He
CBS
won't.
just broke the news. That would put some smoke behind it. But CBS Sports.
Yeah.
Oh, just kidding. No, they didn't. Come on.
Come on, boys.
Look, I think the big thing is there's a meeting with the players in just a few minutes. So that's going to be we're going to have to wait until after that. Dan Thompson said something. Let me see what Dan said. We need to get Dan on the phone.
See if you can get him on the phone.
So, okay, here's what Dan just said, which again, it's aligning with what we said, with what Cam has said. There is a part where, again, it's like, I just want it to be real. I want it to be done the right way.
We've heard this all last year too.
I want it to be done the right way. That would be that's my thing. Again, everyone has their own agenda. Everyone has their own plate that they've got to fill up and do what they need to do. So what have you. I'm so critical because I feel like there's a time and a place to break news, and if you're trying to be in that world, then go get it. But Hugh Hathcock tweeted. All right, let's go see what Hugh tweeted.
I don't like that tweet.
He didn't tweet anything.
Who? Dan?
Hugh
No, the
Hathcock.
Dan tweet.
Hugh Hathcock follows me though. That's kind of legendary. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You what now?
I don't care for that tweet.
Why?
Dude, like, what do we wait? Like, just let's get this over. Like, you knew this was gonna happen for the last.
Well, I mean, you got to think about it. They're not worried about us.
2 weeks. I know, but we can't.
3 to 4 people will be the announcement. Oh man, we might have to close this down and come back. Thoughts? 2,000 people strong. We shut it down. I mean, we just sit here for an hour, just reading tea leaves.
We've done dumber stuff.
It'd be mayhem in here. It'd be mayhem. $5. The way we went out is if we start TJ at QB, DJ can't read defense. TJ ran 4 or 5 wide in the first game. It will be interesting to see how those things shake up.
We talk about that for a second. Kind of changes that will be made after Napier is gone. You want to? Oh, as an INT. Well, we're getting just beat on.
I'm actually texting Dustin from All Kinds of Weather now. He's like, I have multiple sources. I felt good about it. I was like, look, I still think you should have waited. Like, I love you to death. Think you guys do a great job, but that's just my personal opinion about it. I don't hate you for it. Again, I could be wrong here. 100%. Go Gators and go High Top Sports. Pitcher Daniel, my man. Thank you, Bubba. $2. Kyle Simmons, the GOAT, is doing Aflac commercials. Call Saban. You know, the wifey came out.
Check Alba Verde.
Oh, Zach. $5. I got super reliable sources that eat lunch every day with Scott, and they're telling me they want Urban, and Urban is interested.
Herb said he wasn't interested.
Yeah, I've heard that he isn't interested. I don't know. $5. Kiddings. We'll be getting If remarried in the swamp during off season. All Gator fans are invited to attend. Who's Kiddings? Uh-oh. The big one.
He gone.
There it is. I would say it's official. There it is. Hold on. I think we can go ahead and send her. That's it. That's the big one. That's the big one, Cody. We got it. Twist the cap, boys. Twist the cap. That's official. That's what we've been waiting for. Oh my gosh. That was way too. That was blew a hole in the roof.
I'm about to bust.
Baby, tell. He
God
go.
dang.
The Twirtle world's on fire. World's on fire, Cody. It's happened. Cody broke the news 20 minutes ago. We had it first here at High Top Sports. It's over. The Zach Albaverdi tweet heard across the world.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Give me the mop. I'm on it. We got spillage.
I need a towel. Oh, brother. I need a towel. Stat.
Oh, I gotta clean up. No.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, Cody. Who would have thought? Who would have thought you and I getting drunk on a Sunday? You know, not me, not I. Look at us. Look at us. I've got to change.
Can you put a little orange juice in this? I'm gonna.
I've got to change. No orange juice, Cody. No. You gotta go hot and heavy here. Okay. Wow.
Bought the cheapest champagne
now the
allowed.
tweets are flowing. Look, shout out to the boys that put the neck on the line. Like I said, nothing but respect for those boys. Here we go.
Shout out to Zach Albaberti getting to break it. You know it?
I mean, the big one, right? That's the big one in my opinion. The tweet heard around the world. Shout out to the boys at Inclines of Weather. Nothing but respect for those
That's
boys.
it.
I got to
That's
be
all it
honest
is.
with you. We like, we're here, boys. Okay, we're drinking. It is a new era. Okay, look, you may think like this is disgusting, Cody. What? Look, Billy's getting 20 million, boys. 20 million to not be here. All right, 20 million to not be here. I promise you, he's celebrating too. I'm sure there's some sad faces. You know,
He did wait. He did wait till week 6 to run my package.
he finally.
He did run my package.
It just happened.
He ran my
brother.
package.
He ran your package.
Wild,
You know who ran my
Wildcat.
package?
He ran the prof package.
You know who ran
Yeah.
my package? We are suiting up like it is Christmas, boys.
Mm.
We have arrived. There it is. Now, boys, we got to go win this bad boy out. Let's go do the damn
Bro,
thing.
I was fighting for my life. Well, here's the thing. I didn't want to just pop it because I didn't want to. I just bought a brand new monitor, a 34-inch curve. Like I didn't want to.
I let it
you
ride.
know?
Can somebody clip that? I mean, my thing shut off like a mofo. You know what I mean?
Yeah, can we clip it?
We got to get Dan Thompson in here. He just broke it.
Okay.
There we go. Matt
chat,
Zint
50.
tweeted it. It's all around the world now.
Yep.
Let me get Dan in
Shot
here.
heard around the world. If you want to
Oh.
ask, I did it first. Actually.
Oh,
I
shout
said
out
it
to
first.
hey, honestly, it was in this order. All right, it was Cody broke it first. All right, the gasp heard around the world.
Yep.
It was the Real Army Sniper with the 50 bones, and then Zach Alberti in that order. So if anybody, when you guys are telling your kids the historic day of when Napier was fired, Feliz Navidad and the Snow Bunnies had it first. The Real Army Sniper with the 50 bones, and then Zach Alberti. All right. You still want the Pete Fama one? I hear you.
Zach Alberti is
Good on him.
I mean that's
on
big
him.
because he actually works for UF. I'm glad that he got to break it.
Good on him. We're getting our guy in here, Dan the man.
Dan's coming in.
He's coming in. We're having a whole charades here, boys.
I bet his champagne's probably a little bit more than ours.
You think so? You
Did
think
Hayes Fawcett just tweet it?
Cody looked like Billy opening the bottle of water. Yeah, I know.
Dude, I was trying not to shoot my computer screen out, you know?
I launched it. I was wearing my my nice beer sign over there.
Hayes
Thankfully-
Fawcett, the coaching carousel is about to be insane. Buckle up. On 3 reports by Pete Nakos, Florida has been fired. Florida has fired Billy Napier. Wow. From Hazy.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Who else do we got to get on the show? We got to just
Fired
get
after a
multiple.
win.
We got to get multiple people in here to talk to discuss this. Dan the
I
man.
think we got to get the champ.
Are you
We gotta
still
get
in the
champ
Uber from
on.
last night? Gosh, dang it. Hang up and call back. Oh, he was muted.
Get the champ. Can we get the champ in? Let me call the champ.
Get Steve in here.
I'll call him.
Well,
right
not yet,
now.
not yet. Let's wait for Dan. Not yet. Don't text him right now. You hear me?
Yeah.
You said you're muted, Dan. He's not even drinking. What kind of nonsense is this? I thought Dan was gonna come in with the energy, you know? Bye, Billy. Tyler Bohannon.
Can we get Zach on?
I try to get a couple in here. Dan?
What up?
Hey, are you still in the Uber from last night? Same Uber?
No. But Sarah's driving so that I could break some news. Don't hit that car.
I love that.
No champagne? What's up, brother? Come on. We're waiting on you,
Well,
big guy.
I'm in the car.
But you're not driving.
I'm not driving. No, I tried to wait as long as we could. I was with the family, so stayed in Gainesville, and then Sarah and I decided it would be best because I was waiting on that text message to drop. That it would be best if she drove.
Understand. Well, I appreciate you working the phones, being behind the scenes. It's been nice,
Yep.
talking to you, getting all of this situation. Let's dive into this. It's official. I'm assuming, did you hear any news about how the meeting went, those things? What are your thoughts on that?
I am still waiting to hear on how that went. The player meeting should be in about 4 minutes where they'll break that news down. I think Billy understands, this isn't a surprise to Billy Napier either. So, after the USF loss, I think the athletic department thought that, it was just going to be too much of a mountain to climb. And then obviously you have a couple more losses after that. It's not a surprise. I'm also not surprised that Billy G is taking over. I think if Jabbar Jalouk didn't hit somebody on the LSU sideline a couple weeks ago, I think he would have been your interim. But that's showbiz, baby.
That is showbiz. My buddy, my FSU buddy,
Billy G will be taking over.
He just texted me. He goes, "Oh, Norvell got fired before Billy," and I go, he goes, "Well, wait, it was fake." I go, "Nope, we beat you again, buddy." We're just better than FSU at everything, boys. Let's talk about a couple things. You and I talked last night about the list. I know you guys are having your own version of the list later on.
Yeah.
We got the Santa gear coming up. It feels like, from what I heard what you heard too from my other buddy, that it's Lane and nothing else, right, at this moment.
That's where their head is right now. Obviously, that's going to change, over time. I think some of it depends on how, Lane does, how far Lane goes, but I think that UF is narrowing in on Lane Kiffin being their number one option.
So let me go ahead and pull this up. You've been blessed to already see.
Numbers are nearly double what they were for Billy Napier.
For Lane or for anybody?
For Lane.
And do you think it's worth it?
It's not my money, so yeah.
We're just spending somebody else's money.
Somebody else's money.
I know some of the 1010XL guys and some other people were saying you can't fire him after a win. But after you watched that game last night, what was the point for you that you said, yeah, this is Billy Napier football and it's not going to get any better?
Oh, you had the same penalties, the same operational issues, the same play calling. Everything was just the same. And what is another week going to do? You're just delaying the inevitable. At the end of the day, Florida's going to use a bye week to be able to try to instill some new things with Russ Callaway calling plays on the offensive side of the ball, and be careful what you wish for there. But yeah, no, I think that you got to use the week and a half, 2 weeks to do some install and do the best that you can. Getting into Georgia, obviously a tough first matchup for any head coach to start with. But I think top to bottom, the game just looked sloppy. The team didn't look very prepared. But I'll shout out to our boy Alfonso, stepped up, walk-ons.
Blue collar kind of guy, if you will.
Yeah, lunch pail. I mean, that's a lunch pail guy.
That's what they're saying. That's what they're saying.
Yeah.
Finally, the Pete Thamel tweet has came out. We were all waiting for that big hammer to make it official, to feel like it's the real deal. As for where we finish the season, Jabbar Jalouk is the name that I'm hearing to run things for the foreseeable future. Is that? Can you confirm that, Dan, or is that still?
I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be Billy Gonzalez. I think it's going to be Billy Gonzalez.
Curveball there.
That makes sense. Makes sense.
Now, what do you?
Yeah,
what are your
I think
thoughts on that?
Jabbar Jalouk hit somebody on the LSU sideline, so I think that took him out of the running. So I think it's fine. Billy Gonzalez has been at UF under 3 different coaches. He's won a national championship. I think that he's produced one of the better groups during Napier's tenure in terms of putting guys in the NFL in terms of overall preparation. He probably has the closest amount of experience to winning on this roster. So it's new blood, it's new people, and you hope that over the last 5 games the team's able to maybe get to a bowl game. And use that extra practice and that extra time, because I don't want to take it away from these kids that this is their opportunity, for some of them to play college football or to play football in general for the rest of their life. So I want to make sure it doesn't go away in vain. But it's my expectation that Billy Gonzalez is going to be the head coach, and Russ Callaway will be calling plays.
I ask you this, Dan, is there a possibility that we finally see some competition in the quarterback room? Obviously, DJ Lagway again does not look healthy on those rushing attempts last night. Doesn't seem like he has the same burst that he had before. Is there a possibility where we see a change at quarterback, possibly, or at least a competition open up between Lagway and Tramel Jones?
I don't see it unless he is truly hurt to a point where he's not going to be your starting quarterback.
How do you?
But I don't think that you're going to see any change.
Billy taking over. We're going from Billy to Billy. How do you feel? Do you think these boys go on a run here? Do you think this team rallies behind old Billy G? That too soon to tell.
No, probably too soon to tell. Give me a week. Give me a week to figure it out. Let me keep asking people. It's been a good week. I appreciate you guys for having me on the show. I've got to hop off here in a second, but I appreciate you guys having me on the show this week. But as I hear a little bit more, I will definitely let you know. I think that Billy's well respected. He's got a great unit, and this is an opportunity for him to, maybe make a name for himself for the next head coach or whatever that might be, or the next opportunity for him in his career. But Billy G's been a good Gator during his entire time at the University of Florida, dating back since 2005 was the first time he came here. So shout out to Billy G for the opportunity, and Godspeed to the Gators.
Dan, thanks, man, for hopping on. It's been fun the last week, and I know you and the boys, you got a show tonight, Stadium McGale. Shout out to the crew. What time are you guys going live to get after that list tonight? Boys can follow
Probably about 3:30 whenever I get home.
Beautiful. Well, drive safe. Tell Sarah thanks for being the best Uber driver ever. You're still alive, and keep at it.
Awesome, man. I appreciate you guys. Enjoy.
Go Gators, man. Dan the man there, boys. Rock and roll. We've got 1,800 people in here. Just keep hammering home that like button. Let's get some super chats. Rock and roll. Bye, Billy from Bohannon. The booze is flowing. $10. Adios, Senor Billy. Feliz Navidad. Should we sing it? Feliz Navidad. Let me pull it up and I'll sing it. We can't I'll do the best that I can. Can you hear it?
About to renew my. Hold on. This might be the best super chat ever. Plane tracking season has begun. I'm about to renew my Flight Radar 24 subscription. I love it.
My man Tim Dot is $5. I love it. He also gave $2 here. He says, "Thank God I've been sitting here edging for 90 minutes." It's been a bit.
Tim, if you start getting some flight tracking, just send that to our DMs. We'll drop the news in there.
Yeah, we're ready.
Break it for you.
Cody fighting for his life with that bottle. He was.
Dang, dude. I was trying to not hit my monitor. Brand new monitor.
Feliz Navidad. Come on, Cody. Feliz Navidad. Oh, this whole thing's in Spanish. Oh, no, it's not. Feliz Navidad.
Apparently, I was just in Spanish last night.
I wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad.
Navidad.
Feliz Navidad.
Feliz Navidad.
Prospero and felicità. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. This show's out of control, and I love it. I love it.
Sure.
Merry effing Christmas,
champ?
boys.
Are we getting the champ in? Let me call him.
Oh, get Stevie in here. Streaking tonight? Look, we're gonna have another show tonight because I got Graham Hall said he could come on tonight. A flight tracker is crazy. I love it. Wow. What a show. What a stream. One for the ages. Some may say it's Florida Gators Super Bowl Sunday, if you will. And we've had ourselves a day. We've had ourselves a couple of 4 years. And I don't think today's done.
Oh, AP poll just dropped.
I don't think the day is young. You do owe us a truffle shuffle. Thank you, Jeremy, for the reminder.
You want to come on real fast? Cheer competition.
Oh my goodness! Hang up.
Oh, okay.
Hang up the phone. He's not serious.
You want to say something? You want to say something to the fans real fast? Hold on. Are you there?
Hello? We can't hear him, Cody.
Oh, you can't hear him?
No.
Hold on. All right, here. I'm gonna put you up to my mic. Go ahead.
I'm finna send me the code.
Okay, I'll send you the code.
Looking like Teddy Swims.
Peer
Let's go,
pressure.
baby. I love Teddy. These are hurting my eyes. To be honest with you.
Yeah, me too.
Wow. Listen, I feel like now
It's over.
The watch parties are going to be elite.
I mean, yeah, we're gonna run more than 2 plays.
I'm pumped, right? It feels like we have a 2 week
Like a
2 week off season.
Yeah, like somebody took me off of, like the same. We just run the same stuff. It feels like I just can't wait to see the difference and
Watch it look
we're
exactly
gonna
the same.
have.
It's like, can we fire
It
somebody else?
probably
Give us
will.
another thing, another firing. Can you
Yeah.
fire the other Billy?
Yeah.
We do need
See
drunk
here.
Cody again. Yeah, sober Cody sucks. Sober Cody's the worst.
Okay, I can't just perpetually be drunk all the time though.
Wow, boo. Wow, I didn't know we had a quitter.
All right, let me send that to Stephen.
Let's get
He's
Steven
been through.
here.
He's been through this. He knows exactly what these kids are feeling right now.
So we don't have the interim official, but I was hearing Jabbar Jalouk. We just heard Dan Thompson say it's going to be Billy Gonzalez. So those are the two names we need to keep an eye on. I was hoping for, 22 day. You you must be new here, buddy. You want a Cody sweater, ugly sweater with Feliz Navidad and lights, sweetie. You ask and you shall receive. Okay. It's already on the site. It's already live. It's already live. What? Hayden Hansen just transferred? No shot, right? Who's reporting that? He can't. Can he? Look at the board. Look at that. Zach Goodall, coaching hot board 1.0, potential candidates to replace Billy Napier after firing.
That took
Wow.
seconds.
Wow. Incredible stuff. Big time stuff here. Big time movements going on here at High Top Sports here. When has Cody been sober? These are great questions, Devil Dog, that need to be answered.
Usually when my son's playing football.
Time to renew those VF subs. Give Lane a full clip. Atta baby. Plug, baby. Where is the Truffle Shuffle? You owe us one, Codes. Where's the Hayden Hansen stuff?
Hold on. I'm trying to get Steve hooked up here. He said it was the wrong link.
We're here in our Discord.
Can you send me the link or send him the link via text message?
He has it. It's the same link he always uses. He knows what link it is.
It's the same link you always use.
He has the link.
I
I
know.
don't see this hate. Oh, you're just kidding. You gotta stop doing that.
Yeah, he probably has it on his laptop. He's probably on his phone. He doesn't have it available. That's what I'm saying.
The chat is
That's what I
asking
mean.
the right questions. What are they asking? What are they asking? What's the chat getting right? Or it's Billy G. Yeah. Look, I think that Jalouk literally punched himself out of a head coaching job. You can't go to him right now.
Copy.
Yeah, great. Hey, great questions, Cody.
Yeah.
You had the news first. Why didn't you post it?
Well, I
Drop the ball there, big guy. You could have been.
No, I didn't. I didn't drop the ball. I could have posted it. I could have done it. But I let a guy that is leading future Florida riders and Zach Alberti that literally teaches at the University of Florida how to be a true columnist, a true journalist.
True that.
Okay.
True that.
I let him drop the news because I felt like it was the only way to have a true Gator that actually is inspiring journalists at the next level drop the news.
Okay.
That's why
Great
that's
point.
why I
Imagine Cody at the helm of breaking news. We can't have that. What's up, Steve? You have some egg on your face, you Billy lover? No, just kidding.
So, Steve, real fast. You've been through one of these.
Billy lovers taking big L's today.
I need you.
All right, Trails and Shambles on the bird app.
Down. Listen, I'm not a Billy lover, man.
No. We got the receipts.
Listen.
Hey.
What receipts?
Can I ask you? I'm gonna ask you to get back in your playing at UF days. You've went through one of these. This exact thing,
Yeah.
firing.
Mm-hmm.
How does that feel as a player? Like when you go to this meeting, obviously you hear the outside noise. Obviously, it's way different now. with social
Yeah.
media. But what's that like?
Like nothing, really. When you
Just
that young, you got so many other things going on in your life that you don't really know the effect of that. You know what I mean? You hear it, it's like, okay, everybody's not going, so it's just one man out of the building, and you already will have some type of respect for the person that's gonna take over. Like when Coach Strong took over, hell, we all love Coach Strong anyway. So it was like, damn, okay, we got the cool coach that's gonna be the new head coach. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So yeah, you don't. It's no effect. That's why I posted what I posted earlier. Said it's really happening because I
yeah.
knew it was happening.
Pra-
but
practice
you know,
practice wise, defensive, offensive, schematically, how much could we see a change
Mm.
in the 2 weeks, or is it kind of going to be the same stuff? Practice going to be ran the same way?
practice gonna be ran the same way, but the play is gonna be different for sure.
You think
Okay.
offensively
Plays
we
go-
see a new team?
yeah, no, for sure, for sure. You definitely gonna see some new wrinkles. All the stuff that they wanted to experiment, but you get told no.
You're gonna bust it
you
wide
get
open.
You got the green light.
Hey, don't
You got the
forget
green light.
when Russ was at Sanford, I might put up like 90 points a game. So
Yeah, nah, the players gonna play a lot more freely. They're gonna have a lot more energy. You know what I mean? And then some of them who, even if they love them that much and they plan on leaving, the best thing you could do is put it on the field. You got to
yeah,
put film out there, no matter, regardless of who in there. You, I'll be trying not to cuss, but you better show up
you better
and
smash
put some
somebody,
film out
if
there.
you will.
Huh?
You better smash somebody.
Yeah, right. Smash for real. I don't care. It don't matter who show up, bro. You got to go put it on the film. You know what I mean? Don't go out there and get did any kind of way because you think you ain't got no head coach. You out there playing for a reason. You still got a last name on your back and a place you need to get to. So that don't change nothing. But can I say one thing though? Just
Go ahead.
for, I know it's 1,700 people in there, so hopefully there's a lot of y'all from Twitter on here.
Hold on.
Listen,
I
man.
got a very important phone call I have to take here. This is DJ's agent. Hey, I'm live. You want to hop on here? Okay. Bye.
Only,
Call me back.
only here at High Top we're gonna get DJ's agent on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like, you want to
listen,
get on here?
I
He goes,
just
no, I
want-
love you. He'll call me back. I said,
I
all right.
just want to tell people, man, listen, I got a job to do as a former player, and it's not my job, just like it's not the player's job to get into who's the coach or not the coach, because I do way more than you guys think for these guys, and far as the players and boosting their confidence. For me to come on here and be like, oh, Billy needs to get fired, I can't do that. That
Yeah.
ruins. That's gonna ruin the product you guys want to see on the field. When you have a person like me asking for his job, that deters the players who I've been trying to reach out to and coach up and
Sure.
mentor to go out there and do their things. So I just want to let y'all know, I know way more than a lot of people know. I just don't divulge certain information. That's why I said what I said when I said it's gonna happen today. I just knew. So just for those guys who like to be all in my box,
What's the
acting like
what
it's not
what's the
nothing to
message
do with
for?
Billy. It's everything to do with the Gators and us moving for the message is send them texts, guys. If y'all really want to turn this thing around, y'all really want to do what we need to do, send them texts, man. We need this money so we can go ahead and get back to what we need to be. That's what I want to tell you.
I ask you this. Obviously, you're more in a leadership position now. What do you tell a young player that may text you and say, "Hey, like, we just lost Billy. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like, should I enter the portal? What should I do? Should I hang out here? Like,
You better
what do
go
you?"
ball, and if you've been balling, you probably already have an agent. You'll be getting reached out to here soon, and they'll let you know who they want to retain and who they probably gonna let go anyway. Half of y'all probably, some people ain't gonna make it anyway. Just to be honest with you. So the best thing you could do
Yeah.
is go out there and ball. Go out there and play your heart out. Don't worry about all that right now.
Hey, let's go
Worry
win out,
about
Steve.
Georgia. Go worry about Georgia. What'd you say?
Let's go ruin their season. Amen to that. Let's go
You
win this
damn
damn
right.
thing.
Let's go win out. How about let's go win out? Y'all
I
Billy
love
gone.
that.
Yep.
Let's go win out. What the
We
hell
got
are we doing?
Now there's as an offense,
You're playing for
there's
yourself. You're playing for yourself more than you ever have. Could be a freeing
You
thing.
damn right. Billy's gone. Let's go win out. And then we'll worry about all that. I want to see y'all boys go out there and put up some good damn film. I saw a lot of freshmen got some burn yesterday. I love to see it. Seeing Mbachu doing his thing at the D tackle position. I got who I got here, show.
Alfonso, baby. The GOAT.
Alfonso Allen.
Build the statue, boys.
So it was good. But y'all go win out, man. Go win out. Everything will take care of itself. Control what you can control in this moment. That's how you show up every day, how you show up to practice, and what you put on that film. Ain't no time to shut down. It's time to turn it up a whole nother notch. There's no time to turn it down. What? Everybody's celebrating. Turn it up. What are we doing?
Yeah.
You got nothing to lose. You're locked into a contract.
Some of these players are going to get, the pit bulls are going to be getting let off the leash. There's no reason why not to.
$5. Champ Harris for interim head coach.
Now you can really see what you got. You want to air it out? Let's air it out. See what we got. You got room for error, but you got a chance to be great and go out there and ball. If you felt like he was holding you back, go do it.
Yep. Amen. Well, Steve, I love you, buddy. Thank you for hopping on, man. We're going to close this thing down. We'll be live later on tonight, though.
This shit comes since I had to run to the car for y'all, man.
You the man, baby. Be good, buddy. Love you.
Love you.
All right, bro.
Go Gators, man. Great stuff from Stephen Harris. Great information. All right, let's read some super chats before we missed them. Scooter guy or 43 got our interim head coach. I'm picking Scooter guy. That guy's got fight like nobody's business. $2 from K-Peg. Waiting for the Lane Kiffin cryptic IG post. He posted something already, like one of his little verbiages. I said last night, Merry Christmas. Already read that one. Awesome, my man. Anthony be loving the show. $2. Will there be a quarterback competition? Oh, we just did that, and then we did the OG one. All right, so here's the thing, boys. We are going to log off, all right, and then go live later tonight around 8:30-ish. I think Graham Hall is going to be joining us. I'll see if Allie can join us. We're going to get a lot of people on here tonight, and we're going to put together the very first official. We've talked about lists. We kind of went over them, but we're going to really put one together. I've got an idea of how I want to put my tiers together. I've got some names, and then we're going to go down them and get after it. We're going to have ourselves a little bit of a show. We've got a lot to talk about over the next couple of days. The bye week is not going to be a slow week. It's going to be a busy week. Keep the bell turned on. You don't want to miss it. The next shows that I know are scheduled for a fact, unless something else breaks, which I don't think anything can, will be tonight at 8:30, tomorrow morning at 9:30, tomorrow 8:05. That's your next 24 hours in a nutshell. If you guys want to tune in and hang out with us, you guys have been great. The super chats have been awesome. The love and appreciation is greatly appreciated. I'm glad we got to experience this all together. Cody, please be drunker next time we see you. You're just better in tune when you are. I'm just kidding. Y'all be good, be safe. We'll see you guys later tonight. Go check out Stadium and Gale. They're going live in about an hour. If you just want to continue to consume Gator content, y'all be good.
Hot top sports where the takes don't miss. The prof with the stats, the champ with the fist. Water bringing fire, cowboy tie riding bold. Bulls calling bets, watch the stories unfold.
FSU got beat by a Christmas tree. Feliz Navidad.
Running the show. It's hot top sports, baby.
Let's get it. Let's go.